Good morning. So, first off, obviously, you know that we did not do a show last night. Um, I'm not going to go into any explanation. I just didn't do a show last night, so it's all good. Um, don't be concerned. Uh, However, there is a couple of things that I want to talk about before I get into this report. This report, when I read it last night, it scared the hell out of me. I'll be honest. When I read it, it scared the hell out of me. And to be honest, rightfully so. Before we get into that, let me do a little bit of office work, if you will. So I all the time I have companies that contact me and they want me to look at their product and review their product, and most of the time I just delete the emails. I don't bother with it. Yesterday, for whatever reason, was it yesterday, day before, whatever, for whatever reason, yeah, it was yesterday, I decided that I'm going to reply to this email. And apparently the company is selling security cameras. And so I went ahead and I messaged them back, and I kind of gave them my ordeal because I'm very strict on the way I do it. For one, you're not going to have any control over what I say. That's number one. I mean, I will give a product a review. Period. It's not going to get cherry coated. It's not. If it's junk, you're going to know it's junk. I'm going to make that very well known. So, um, I basically I told them that first off, I'm not going to play any games to get the product. I'm not going to go to Amazon and buy the product and then you give me a rebate. No, 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 no. If you want me to look at your product, then I give you my address and you make it happen. It's the only way I'm going to do it. With any of them, that's the only way I'm going to do it. I am not going to play games to help them sell a product, right? That doesn't make any sense to me, right? So they responded and agreed to my terms, which are really pretty simple. For one, I get to say what I say. Two, I don't have to do all kinds of messing around with stuff to get the product. Okay, they just send it. It magically appears. It's all good, right? And then one of the other things is is that if they want me to review a product and if they're going to send me a product to review, then I want them to send me one extra product so that I can give one away to you. Most of the time, those stipulations, if you will, scare them off, and I never get a return email. I was actually pretty shocked last night when I was getting ready to go to bed, and I had an email reply from them accepting my terms, and kind of finalizing what their terms was. So at the point, I haven't done it yet. At the point, I need to reply with my address so they can send me the item, and then we'll go from there. So, but this is one of the things that I'm completely transparent from A to Z on all of it. I will be completely transparent with the company. I will be completely transparent with you. I will be making a video soon. I can't mention companies, I can't mention products, but I can tell you situations. I plan on making a video soon discussing a product that I was involved in testing. That's all I'm going to say. And there are a lot of things that go on behind closed doors that people really should know about. People should really know about. Now, granted, any company is going to have a lemon product. It happens. If you produce multiple items, eventually one of them is going to be a lemon. But it's what you do when you run across that lemon that makes all the difference. You feel me? So that is where my problem lies with the company. What they did and what they lacked to do was absolute bullshit. I'll just say it. So I will be making a video. Again, I can't get anywhere near what the product was or who the company is or anything that, most of you know. But because for another like year and a half, between year and a half, 2 years, I'm still under NDA. So, yeah, it is what it is. I just can't tell you what the product was or the company or no problem. I'm still going to tell you what the hell happened. That ain't going to stop. So anyway, and I mean, it was, you're going to see, you are going to see, it was absolute insanity. You'll see. You'll see. And then when that NDA does run out, if we're all still kicking and everything else like that, then I will show you. I will show you. I literally have a 1 terabyte hard drive that is not big enough for me to hold all of the video content from the testing that I did. I have over 1 terabyte, probably 1.5, 1.75 terabytes of video just from testing. So yeah, I know that device a little bit, just a little bit, and we're gonna have a talk about it. Piece of crap. So anyway, back away from all of that. Up next, we've got, as you see back there, an incredible channel. I've talked about him before. I just want to give him a brief shout out again. I call it TRIBL. You call it whatever the hell you want to call it. I call it TRIBL, even though it's missing an A. I don't know if it's an acronym or what it is, but if you like faith-based music, that's the place to go right there. I've mentioned them before. I love them. I think they're awesome. I think it's several bands that make music for the channel, or however that all works out, but it's incredible. It's incredible. Okay, but this is the meat and potatoes of why we were gathered here today. This is the meat and potatoes here. Of course, I see it here. You see it there. The links for TRIBL, the links for this article be down in the description. 24 kill massacre. Su-57 with R-37M inflicts unreal losses on Ukrainian Air Force. U.S. concerns for F-16 and F-35. Now I'm going to be real frank with you on this. When I read this article last night, it scared the hell out of me. It really did. I think we are on the cusp of something that none of us could fathom in our wildest dreams. Let me go on with the story and maybe you'll feel what I'm feeling. Russia used an as yet unknown weapon system which shot down 24 Ukrainian fighters in 5 days, causing great concern in Kiev and in the West for two main reasons. The Ukrainian jets never saw the Russian missile and were very far from the contact line. Russian military expert Vladislav Shurgin emphasized that all the aircraft were shot down far from the front line and out of range of Russian air defense systems, as well as out of the typical range of Russian missiles. They are shooting planes out of the sky with missiles that they don't have any idea it's coming from a long distance away, just to repackage that all up in one nice, neat place. Oof. Those pilots who managed to eject reported that until the time their planes were hit, they received no warning information about the attack from the appropriate warning systems. In other words, their missile detection systems, nada. Nothing. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is a stealth missile. Russian Minister of Defense S. Shoigu said in his statements confirmed that these are new systems available to the Russian army. Russia chose this moment in time to unveil its new weapon for two main reasons. Firstly, because of the imminent arrival of F-16 in Ukraine, and secondly, because of Iran. Let me repeat that. The imminent arrival of F-16s in Ukraine, and secondly, because of Iran. Okay? Now, one of the reports that was in the news yesterday was that we are about to start, or maybe we are already doing it, training Ukrainians to fly F-16s in Arizona. That was in the news yesterday. So undoubtedly, they're getting their F-16s, and undoubtedly, all hell's about to break loose in the Middle East. So, said if the new Russian weapon system is indeed that effective, then NATO is trashing dozens of F-16 fighters. In addition, the West is also starting to worry about the F-35. Well, yeah, when you've got that long range of a missile that's that stealth, man, yeah. Insanity. I will leave the link to this article down there. You can read all this other good information on this, but it's a new weapon system that they're apparently trying out in Russia, well, in Ukraine, and pilots don't see it coming. It's launched from extremely far away. I'm not feeling warm and fuzzy about all this, and I have been telling you, and let me make the note again because this is proving my point. We're going to see weaponry that we could never imagine, that goes far beyond the farthest reaches of the human mind. And yeah, we can think about death rays, we can think about weapons that would destroy entire planets in one shot. We could, yeah, but back down here on realistic land, the advancement of weapons that we have seen on the battlefield is negligent. Negligent. All the nations, Russia, United States, China, you name it, Germany, Italy, you name it. All the countries, all the major companies, countries with significant militaries, they all have cards up their sleeve. Every last one of them. And I would venture to say that in the theater of combat, we have never seen even close to the extent of their toys. Yet, I think that's about to change. I think that's the one thing about this conflict that we're about to see unfold in the Middle East. That's one thing that's about to change. I think we're going to start seeing weaponry that will just leave us dumbfounded. So anyway, again, links will be down there. Be doing a movie time. Did I even talk about the movie time? I don't even know if I talked about the movie time. Heads up, we may be watching a movie today or tomorrow. Got to see what's all going on. It will be in the other Watchman newsroom. This is the nightly broadcast room. It will be in the regular Watchman newsroom. And we intend to watch the 1985 classic Spies Like Us. Fire Marshal Bill hasn't seen it before. It's an incredible movie with Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd, and it's incredibly freaking hilarious. And so we're gonna watch it, and I'm inviting you to watch it too. I will, once I've got the day and the time locked in, I will put out a video with the link so that you all can attend. So anyway, I am getting out of here for now. I hope you all have a blessed day. Shalom.